yes, Beyonce, even though you made this song with the naked mole rat himself, I actually got my life to it. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. I just wanted to alert you hoes, bitch, sound the alarm. We're getting closer and closer to Tuesday, so that means that you need to be steady checking for theculturepodcast.com, okay? We're always going to be serving it to you. It's not just a podcast, it's a whole movement, it's a whole cultural movement. I need y'all to get with the motherfucking program, okay? Patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Y'all already know it is always turned the fuck up with the best content the earlier, so sign up if you want to get the tea first, okay? I wanted to talk about Jay-Z's old trifling ass. Now, let me tell you something. As the days go by, I trust Jay-Z less and less. Jay-Z got up yesterday to do a cute ass interview, and I guess he was talking about his experiences, you know, making music with the only one that matters in this equation, Beyonce. No shade to Jay-Z, but sis. Now, Jay-Z is an intelligent ass human being. I'm not gonna take that away from him. I don't know, he went on this interview and he was talking about, you know, it's just, you know, the strongest thing for a man to do is to cry. And, you know, it was very, very real when I saw the pain that I had caused in her face. And she was making music and we were supposed to make this joint album, but, you know, as we're making our own music, Lemonade ended up being its whole separate thing. Yeah, of course it did. Of course it fucking did, because she had a whole story to motherfucking tell our asses. If what you're telling us is true and you actually did cheat on this amazing ass woman, of course when she starts creating her art, it's going to turn into something bigger. I mean, even in that small instance right there, you underestimated her yet again. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I was on Twitter saying, sis, you know, it was Beyonce's choice to stay with this man. Who knows what's going on? You know, maybe they exaggerated a few things just to, you know, the business is business. But if it's happening like how they say it's happening, if things have happened like how they are presenting it, then I say, yes, it's Beyonce's choice to stay with her man, sis, but I don't want anyone who's watching me or following me or anything, I don't want anyone to feel like you have to be completely and utterly destroyed in order for you to feel some type of love or anything like that. Now, as I said, I can let her decision be her decision while also at the same time worrying about her fucking well-being, because to me, Jay-Z seems like, I mean, they got involved when Beyonce was hella young, and so it's no telling what type of world Jay-Z could have shaped Beyonce to live. You know, there's so many possibilities, and I don't want to put anything past any one celebrity just because I love them or whatever. Like, girl, we just gonna have to be honest. A lot of people are taking that as me coming for their marriage or being mad. Like, first of all, Beyonce's my fucking most, like, favorite artist of all goddamn time. So if anything, I'm just trying to look out, sis. And I've seen other people be in that situation where this man is controlling. Like, I don't understand how Jay-Z is just now starting to experience what accountability means and being held accountable for your fucking actions and shit like that. And people are saying, yes, he was immature and he was in certain environments that enabled him to be immature and just stay the way that he was. But I'm saying that a man's maturity can come at his own time. He doesn't need you to be destroyed emotionally. He doesn't need for you to be exhausted and giving 100% of yourself for him to become a better person. He can do that shit by himself, okay? So I guess I say all that to say, girl, do what's best for you, okay? Because some of this shit that you seeing in the media, everything that glitters ain't motherfucking gold, okay? Who knows what they're dealing with? And just the fact that he went on there and expected me I don't know, it felt like he expected me to just shed a tear or to hand him some type of cookie for finally him getting to the realization that he's trash. And I'm just like, I'm not really understanding what type of pat on the back you need for my ass. But I would love to hear what you guys think about that shit in the comments, because, you know, shit, he was saying, oh my God, you know, I caused so much pain, blah, 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 and I could see now it's time to heal. It's just like, bitch, a bitch who shot your ass in the motherfucking face love to talk about healing. Bitch, because you ain't the one who really have to do most of the shit, okay? I'm the one sitting in the fucking hospital bed. You tore my ass up, okay? So that's all I'm saying about that situation. But honestly, Miss Beyonce, the song you did with Ed Sheeran, The Perfect Duet, was really fucking cute. You gave me vocals, you gave me harmonies, you gave me everything that I fucking needed. Your voice was angelic. It just gave me everything. Thank you so much for redeeming yourself after that trash ass, you know, sunken in water. Shipwreck is what I call that shit. Walked on water with Eminem. You could have kept that shit. Only thing your ass should have been walking on was a sidewalk to the next and the nearest studio to re-record or to ditch that shit, because I didn't really ask for that shit. But as far as this Ed Sheeran thing goes with his Cabbage Patch Kids built ass, you did a good job with this, okay? So I'm sure you're gonna end up singing it at the Grammys or something, because I know your ass ain't about to be giving us a new album or new music. That's just not how you operate. You don't like to see me live my my best life. So I'm gonna wait until you perform this shit on the Grammys and then, you know, get your accolades, sit your ass down and record an album. That's what I'm gonna wait on. And also, Jay-Z's trash. And I kind of wanted to speak on the same vein when it comes to the subject of the aggressors finally, you know, coming to terms with the fact that they are aggressors and they are evil as fuck, and then now they crying on your shoulder, the one that they victimized. So I'm your emotional doormat yet again. I just don't understand it, and I have no sympathy for it. So I really wanted, in that same vein, I wanted to talk about this Joyner Lucas video. It's called I'm Not Racist. Now, I think this concept, like what they tried to do with this shit was very important. I think for the most part, it was executed well. They had this, if you haven't seen, it's getting millions of views. Just look this shit up, I'm Not Racist. Now, I took a look at his YouTube channel. He's been doing a lot of shit, but this video went super viral. It has 3.6 million views right now as I'm making this video. It was a cute concept. Mr. Joyner Lucas was sitting at one end of the table. Some white guy with a Make America Great Again cap was sitting at the other end of the table, and they just went at it. The first part of the video that I actually saw was the second half of the actual like full video. I saw that shit on Twitter. I was like, yes ma'am, I'm going up for it. Like, this black guy is really reading this fucking white guy for a filth. Like, he's really giving all, like he's stating facts and shit. I didn't realize the video was longer and it had a whole first part where the white guy in the hat went off on the black guy first. And I was just like, and the whole message of the video as a whole, like at the end, was just like a come together kumbaya type of shit. Y'all know me, if you've been following me for a long time, that type of kumbaya, let's come together type of shit, especially in the way that it has been presented in this video, does not sit well with me. The way that that white guy went off, I mean, he wasn't really spitting facts, he was just showing how ignorant he was. He could not understand systemic oppression. He didn't understand what the fuck happens to life chances when you get white supremacy as the ruling power. He had no idea how any of that shit works. He just saw some shit in front of his eyes, did some shallow ass, you know what I mean, kiddie pool ass analysis of it, and want to come out here and try and drag the black person. It's just like y'all are presenting this issue as a both sides type of thing when it's just when there's really only one side, and it's just like, are you gonna give me my human rights or not? Like, that's just it. That's it. Are you going to see me as a human being or not? A lot of white people who are like racist and bigoted, they think they own everything, and if they think they own everything, they think that they don't have to learn anything. And so when you have millions of minorities telling you the same story and over and over and over and over again, telling you like, girl, our rights are being infringed upon over and over and over again, since the beginning of fucking time we've been telling you this shit, but you don't think you have anything to learn. You think you know everything, and on top of that, you don't even see me as a fucking human being, so you take anything that I'm saying, you don't even think that it's worth listening to. So those are the fundamental problems that we're having before we can even have a conversation. You created this huge mess, and I'm supposed to be up here coddling your feelings when you finally found out how racist you are, and then I'm supposed to, as the victim, find a way for shit to be easier for you to learn and digest. You as the aggressor, you who created all this shit, you who empower these systems on a day-to-day basis. Like, I'm supposed to find my way. I'm supposed to find a way to make all this shit easy for you to fucking digest. I have to live the shit, sis. So yeah, I understand I understand the concept of the video. I think that there's conversations that need to be had. Like, everybody needs to have conversation, but when it comes down to going out of my way while also trying to navigate my fucking life as a gay and black man, I'm supposed to make shit easier for you as a person who has all the motherfucking gifts that society could ever bestow, sis. I'm supposed to find a way to make shit clearer and easier for your ass to understand, sis. I don't know, girl. If you really cared that much, you would be out here doing research and some Google searches. That's all it takes, sis, for you to learn some shit. I don't talk over the teacher when I want to learn some shit. Until white people understand that they have a few things to learn, the cycle would continue to happen. So, I mean, as I said, I think the artist is very intelligent, and I think he has a strong ass creative direction. I think he knows exactly what the fuck he wants to say. It's just this particular message of like, girl, let's just hug after you wanted to fucking murder me and the rest of my brothers and sisters who look like me just because of my skin tone. Like, let's just hug after that shit, girl. It's not gonna be that easy. Y'all created this shit. Y'all can take it down. If we want to talk about this trash ass Republican Party, Roy Moore, there's some more news about his ass. He co-wrote an academic course outlining why women, aren't morally suited to vote or to run for any type of public office. He did this shit in 2011, so it's just like, the more the time goes on, the more L's that you hoes are taking, and I completely understand why y'all are shaking in your fucking boots. Why I'm gonna be shaking my boots is because of this trash ass tax plan, okay? Apparently, no matter how you hoes want to spin it, the bottom line is, and a lot of people, including religious leaders, including some of the Republicans in the government, they have been saying, girl, this fucking plan will contribute to, it will cause a $1 trillion deficit on top of the bullshit that we already have. So you have all these people creating, you know, cute ass tax breaks for the corporate people, cute ass tax breaks for the rich, people who own golf courses and shit like that. Girl, they're gonna have some cute ass tax breaks while the people who don't have the money are expected to pay most of it. And it's just, it doesn't make any sense, especially when you have all this huge ass fucking military budget, trash ass healthcare. It's just, money makes the world go round, and America is only interested in investments that have huge ass returns, even if it comes at the cost of the environment and of the human rights of everyone, you know, on the goddamn planet. So it's pretty sad. It's a sad state of affairs. What also is a sad state of affairs is that there was an earthquake that hit Delaware. Those of you guys who are in the New Jersey and New York City area, I'm hoping that you guys are okay. My thoughts are with you. I just never expected no type of earthquake to hit that area of the fucking country. Like, girl, when I saw 5.1, you know, trending on Twitter, I was like, girl, did something finally hit California? No shade to anybody in California, but y'all right on the fault line. So I was like, girl, it must be them. But I was like, what the fuck? It's New York City. I didn't expect that, but my thoughts are with you guys. As you all know, Disney is planning on creating a live-action Mulan movie, and you know, of course, I'm here for it, and I'm even more here for it now that they've actually casted an actual Chinese woman to play Mulan. I was like, what? Y'all actually realize that there are more people out here other than people who look like they want to speak to the manager at Apple? You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud. The woman's name who's going to be playing Mulan, her name is Crystal Louis, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm excited to see what they're gonna pull out the bag. They needed someone who had experience with martial arts and all that good shit, so I'm excited. It looks like the next couple of years, especially 2018, is about to be the years of the movie, and I am getting my life with these films. So shout out to Disney for finally getting it right. It shouldn't have taken us dragging the shit out of every fucking every media outlet there ever is, but I'm glad y'all got it right. We're gonna keep it moving. Now, Russell Simmons had to step away from all his companies after allegations came out about him. Now, I'm not really going to spend too much time talking about this specific instance, but I just want to say that this is what I mean, or this is what a lot of people mean by rape culture. Obviously, this type of idea that y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to with women's bodies especially, it has been ingrained in society. Otherwise, there would not be this many fucking victims, and there would not be this many cases just every fucking day coming out. It's ingrained in our culture. It's ingrained in how we behave. That's what I'm saying. So when you see guys just grabbing whatever they want to grab, or when guys have competitions with each other about how many fucking women they can harass today that did not fucking want their attention, when it's normalized, when those type of activities are normalized, then you're just like, and encouraged, especially when you're a young child, a young boy. It's like, oh, well, you need to, they're already talking about girlfriends and shit. They're already talking about how many women you looking at and shit. You never hear that shit for girls. You never hear that shit reversed for girls. Like, oh, well, girl, you never hear nobody tell no young girl, like, girl, you need to go and get you a man. Like, girl, they're very protective. So we need to understand and dissect why the fuck there are those double standards. But anyway, that's what I mean by rape culture. When you make those types of actions and shit encouraged, and when it's like expected, and it's something that people use to measure their manhood or whatever, that's what I mean by y'all are creating a culture for these types of assaults and this type of sexual harassment to happen, to perpetuate, and to also be protected. Okay, so that's what we have to dissect, and that's what we have to unlearn. Okay, sis, I don't know, there's no other way but to unlearn the bullshit. You know, I was gonna take a trip to the zoo, but then Donald Trump came on my screen, and I realized that I was already there observing. Okay, have a good goddamn evening.